Hello, hello, beautiful Globetrotters. Look at you all. We're so excited to be here and talk to you about our phenomenal Thirlestane Castle Ride in Scotland. I don't know if anyone knows, but Scotland is one of our most popular destinations that we have at Globetrotting. It's a crowd favourite, and it's all thanks to this lady who's with us now, Susy, who we've been working together, Susy, I reckon, since what, 2018 at 29.
Yeah, when you came with your family.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
We were
Just
very lucky to find Susy. So today, my beautiful
perfect.
Globetrotters, we're here just to give you as much information as possible so that when you arrive at Susy, you feel prepared and organized. And we will keep it short and sharp, and then at the end we'll have Q&A. So I guess the first thing that I will ask you, lovely Susy, is tell us about your horses, because I know how much they mean to you and how
Yeah.
what they're about.
So we've got a bunch of Irish drafts mainly, or crosses and Connemara's. We've got a few cobs now as well. And I get everything from Ireland. And most of them have been with us for quite a while now. And, I just find that they're a lovely sort of type of horse and they do the job really well. They sort of adapt. They're just really sure-footed and, they're just fabulous animals.
They really are. And
They are, yeah.
how many do you have in your herd, Susie?
Probably around 65 at the moment. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Globetrotters, I want to tell you, these horses are phenomenal. When I first rode Susie's horses, I wasn't used to riding big horses. I was riding polo ponies, and you feel like you need a step ladder to get up on some of them, but they are big 17-hand horses. Some of them are obviously not as big, but they are gentle giants, these horses. Susie has an absolute eye for finding amazing horses that level up or level down depending on the rider's confidence. I can't stress that enough. And that's why we continue to work with Susie. They're very desensitized. So Susie, obviously all of your horses, when you buy them, how old are they generally? And then what's their process of, being desensitized and things like that?
I normally buy them as 3-year-olds, or sometimes we've bred ourselves, but normally buy them as 3-year-olds and let them settle into the herd, and then they start getting broken and just getting used to the yard, and then the girls will break them, and then we just let them just gradually with the girls join in with everything, all the jobs that we're doing, and then they'll go out with customers from 5-year-olds.
Yeah, wow,
Yeah.
amazing. And why do you choose the Irish Sport or Irish Draft? Do you mainly choose Irish Draft over Irish Sport?
Yeah, they've just got such a great head on them.
Yeah,
They're just easy to do. They're just so sure-footed, and they're just lovely. They're lovely animals.
yeah,
I don't dislike a thoroughbred, or I mean, I do like them across with a
yes.
thoroughbred at times, but the thoroughbred's just sometimes a little bit too spooky or just too soft, and the Irish drafts are not. They're
I,
just so sure-footed, and they just can look after themselves, and they're
yeah.
great over all different kinds of terrain.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Susie has, like, these horses are phenomenal, and I agree. Thoroughbreds are amazing as well. But for guests, from all over the world, they just have such a level head about them. And Susie, when you, just for curious, because everyone can't wait to meet their horses, like that's the best part. It's like, the matchmaking part. How do you, so just Globetrotters know, you guys fill in your booking form and you fill in your riding ability, height, weight, experience. Susie, how do you, and is it you and Gemma that sit down and sort of roughly assign horses
Yeah.
before you meet the guests?
Yeah, that's how we do it. We read everybody's information, what height they want, what they don't want, etc. And we have certain horses that and we say, right, okay, that's what horses we're taking. And then once we meet everybody, with Gemma, I'll have another chat with everybody within them couple of minutes, and she'll just, if anybody's slightly nervous or if anybody wants something more forward going or more laid back, she then just, if she has to change something, she'll change something. But normally Gemma's very good at it. She just gets it, and then obviously if someone doesn't like something, they can change it.
That's
They
so.
just, yeah.
And so just so everyone knows, so Susie's base is at Peebles, which, is in the Borders area. And how long, so, and then you truck all the horses to Thirlestane Castle. How long does that take to get from Peebles?
It takes about an hour in the lorry. I took them
Yeah.
today actually. So
Oh,
they've,
you
they've
did.
So they've gone today to settle down, and we'll go and ride them there as well, just because it's the first one of the season. So we just want to make sure everything. So yeah, I dropped them off. It took me all day to do it though. I started at 8:30 this morning, and I didn't finish until about 4. But just because a couple of them had thrown a shoe, so the blacksmith came, shod them, we loaded up, but it's just an hour down the road. It's not too far.
Okay. And how many horses, Susie, do you take for the season?
To Thirlestane, we take anything between 14 or 15, so we have 5 spare, just in case somebody loses a shoe or somebody gets kicked or someone doesn't like something.
Yes. And they're all in the paddock then they're together?
Yeah, they're all in a big field, a huge big field together with some nice haylage.
Oh, that's so nice. And so in terms of transfer, so, for our guests arriving, so day one for the self-drivers we were speaking about, they can generally arrive around 12 p.m. Is that correct? Like any time?
I think if they contact Thirlestane, they can go a little bit earlier.
Yeah,
the bus is slightly different because obviously everyone gets picked up at the airport. Yep. And they normally arrive, depending on flights and things, but they normally arrive around lunchtime.
Okay. And then do you guys, everyone arrives, all of your rooms, guys, are all assigned obviously before you get there. And then you have an intro. Tell me about the intro. You have a high tea first, and then do you go and have your intro ride?
So what we do is when everybody arrives, obviously they get to go to their rooms. And as soon as they've gone to their rooms, they come down to one of the rooms, the main rooms, to get their sandwiches and their tea and things, one of the rooms. And we meet them there and have a chat with everybody. And then they go and get changed and we go straight for the ride.
Perfect. And what does that look like? And how many guides? And I mean, obviously there's a lot of faffing around for the first ride with stirrups and things like that. People just helmet and wet weather, like, obviously, weather can be dependent, but how does that look when people arrive down at you walk down to the stables, and what does that look like?
Yeah, so obviously when everybody's ready, normally they all sort of walk down as a group. They come to the stables, but so everybody stands outside, meets Gemma, has a good chat with her, and then we bring out the horses one at a time to the mount and get everybody on, and then go for our first ride. And there'll be 2 guides with them tomorrow.
Perfect.
Monday, sorry.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, so Gemma will be at the front, there'll be a guide at the back, and then, it depends on, the pace. And is this with the riding week, if someone's, not feeling as confident, do you split the group? How does that work?
Yes. Yeah, we split the group, yeah. We do a different ride with them if they don't want to go a fast pace, or you just want to go, like there's 2 or 3 times we've had 3 different groups.
Yeah, great.
We've had a real slow group, an intermediate group, and then a fast group. So it doesn't matter. We just have to go with what everybody wants. Every individual is entitled to what they want out of the holiday.
I think that's what everyone, can breathe a sigh of relief, that if you feel like, you mightn't be of that ability, it's okay. This ride is perfect for everyone, because Susie has a horse for everyone. She has the team, and, you can literally ride in and out of Thirlestane, and it's, the country. How is it? Is it wet at the moment, or what's the terrain like at the moment?
It's funny enough, we've had the worst winter, and I mean the worst winter ever. Really? We've had so much rain, it's been terrible, but it's starting to dry up, thank God. At the past 10 days, the sun's been out again, it's drying up, and the ground is a bit bare.
That's it seems like it's absolutely. Hopefully it'll stay like that, it'll dry out, especially for their feet. No wonder you're losing.
It's to be cold next week, which is good, because that means nice blue skies, a little bit cold. I mean, cold. It's only going to be like 7 degrees, so it's not that cold. I'm still in my shorts.
Yeah, that's it. We have a saying in the office: dress like an onion. So have lots of layers. So lots of thermals, so that you can peel on or off depending on the weather, because that's there's nothing worse being on a horse. Yeah, exactly. So but the other wonderful thing about this ride is the level of comfort when you get home is you're in a castle, you can be able to get warm, you can dry clothes. So that's what I love. You can go out for a wet and wild and cold ride and then come back and feel like you've earned, you know, all of the chocolate brownies or whatever you want to eat after. So Susy, would you say it's a hands-on ride? Like, I guess, do you want guests helping you in terms of grooming or, you know, untacking, or because of the stables, you prefer people just to get on and leave the team to do the horses?
Yeah, well, we've never had a hands-on. No, we do it all ourselves. People are there just to enjoy themselves, relax, and you know, come for a nice ride, and then just go back, like you say, and have a nice, you know, soup or sandwiches or their lunch and or a nice bath or, you know, massage. Yeah, no, we do everything.
And so once the first day's, you know, and people have got their horses, what does a day look like, Susy? As in, what time's breakfast generally? What time do you ride? And can you go through the general rhythm of a day?
So for day number two, for example, breakfast at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then we normally ride about 9:15, 9:30, and then head toward Longford Makers.
Yeah,
and they're out for around anything from 3 to maybe 4.5 hours on that ride. They'll then come back and go straight for their lunch and relax, have a nice bath or just relax, and then it's dinner at night time. That's day two.
Yeah.
Day three, we've got again, it's breakfast at 8. We ride about sort of 9 o'clock, 9:15, and that is for the lunch. What's it called? It's the up on the hill, you know, where the bothy is. Sorry, it's the bothy
that's
ride.
My favourite day.
That's Wednesday,
yeah.
That's a fantastic day.
Yeah.
So they ride it from sort of 9:15. They ride to the bothy. They have a beautiful lunch there. Horses get tied up outside, and then they ride back down, and then they get picked up. Just at the last bit, there's a little bit that they don't ride back the whole way of that one.
Okay.
And then Thursday we go to the beach, which is a fabulous day. So again, breakfast at 8 o'clock, and normally they get picked up at 9 o'clock with a bus, and we normally meet them there around 10ish, and they're there until about 1.
Okay. Yeah.
And then back to Thirlestane Castle, and just, you know, to relax. And then Friday's the quieter day. It's the day that if somebody wants to have a day to themselves, they normally they make their own breakfast that day.
Yeah.
They're in all the rooms, because the rooms are beautiful.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Amazing, yeah. And then they go on a tour if they want, so they can ride in if they don't want to ride, they don't have to.
Yeah.
It's just a ride around the estate that day, and then they go. Most people go for the tour. There's a tour on, and that normally leaves about 1 o'clock.
Okay.
It takes Melrose, Hoyk, and all around Galashiels as well. So it's really good, that one.
Yeah, right. That's awesome. I would recommend that if you're in the, you know, while you're there, you would definitely do that tour for sure. And you can do the tour and still ride in the morning if it's optional.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And then Saturday it's the Lauder Common riding day. So that's so again, it's a breakfast 9 o'clock normally. Let people have a little bit of a lie-in if they want, and then they normally ride about 10, and they normally come back about 1:30 that day.
That's awesome. Elena's asked, is the tour organised for everyone? It is, isn't it, Susy? It's included in the itinerary.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And then is there any, like, in terms of preparation, if they're just about to pack their bag, is there any must-haves or, you know, things that is provided that they didn't know is provided, or that you've seen guests bring and go, oh, that's a really important part of, you know, comfort, or just an essential thing to have on the ride?
Yeah, no, just to make sure that they've got nice gloves, waterproof, you know, like sort of a waterproof glove, you know. Maybe we've got those what do you call them? The buffers?
Oh, yeah, we call them buffs, guys, but you know,
buffs.
like a neck scarf or something, they're amazing, and you can put your helmet on and put them up if you get it, just in case they're, like, you know, it's Scotland.
So we've got some of them if someone wanted, you know, if somebody wanted to keep, if it is cold and they're out riding, it keeps their ears warm and their nose warm and things. Just really that, and a nice waterproof jacket and their waterproof trousers if they need them. Yeah. But hopefully it's going to be cold and it's not going to be raining.
Yeah, absolutely. And if it's cold, then guys, I can't stress it enough, like really warm, you know, socks, and as Susy says, gloves, because your hands are cold, then it just like literally seeps into your whole body. So
No,
yeah.
I just think somebody saying about a saddlebag. No, they don't. They don't have. Our Tack doesn't have saddlebags, but you can, if you wanted to wear one of those, they can. They're more than welcome to wear. You know them things that they wear around the waist. They can
Yeah.
take. You know, they can wear that. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Those little bum bags, guys, if you want
Yeah.
to put your lip balm, your phone. I know obviously riding breeches now have but yeah, Susie's saddles are literally English saddles. So there's no water bottles, there's no saddlebags, there's nothing. So you either have to have it on your body or not bring it.
Bring
Essentially.
your own. Bring your own hair. Yes.
Bring your own helmets.
Yeah.
Oh, we can
Air
get,
vest.
yeah.
Air vests. Yeah, I have some air things here if anybody needed one. Some of the customers before had came
Really?
and so if anybody needs one of them, because I know that it's difficult to fly with those. So
They're
if
really
anybody wants,
difficult.
yeah, yeah,
Sean, Amy or Rowie will give you an address. But if we find out what canister you need, we can ask Susie and she might have the right canister for your air vest.
yeah.
But a lot of our clients do. Yes, you definitely have to bring your own helmets, guys. I mean, you want to ride in your own helmet. Like, I know it's a bit of a faff with your luggage, but you want to ride in a helmet that fits you. Do you have helmets, Susie?
We do, but I do think it's best if everyone wears their own helmet, if that type of thing. Yeah, they're still more comfortable.
I agree. What else? What is there anything that'll surprise guests, Susie? Like anything that, or a mindset, or anything like that people should be, top of mind?
Like the whole week, I would say 99% of people absolutely love it. It's just like a fairy tale. It's the castle, it's the rooms, they're beautiful. And obviously when everyone meets and they become all friends and I think for me, I think seeing everybody in the stateroom is just amazing. And the bothy ride as well. But the stateroom, I'm not going to say too much. We'll just because
we have to surprise them, don't we? But I agree with you. Yeah,
the stateroom is just amazing, and I would if I wanted to say anything, maybe bring a cardigan to make sure you've got something, in case so nobody's cold at dinners in the stateroom. I mean, most of the time it's okay, but if it is going to be cold next week, you want to be comfortable.
Absolutely. And look, when you go to dinner in the stateroom, I mean, you want to be prepared. It's not like you have to wear a ball gown, but it's just nice, smart, casual clothing. Is that right, Susie?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Someone's asked if they can wash and dry their clothes if they get wet and dirty. Does Thirlestane provide laundry service?
So there's one room that's got a washing machine in it.
Okay.
And also, I think if they do speak to Amanda, she would organise for them to yeah.
Perfect.
Definitely. And if not, we could take stuff back and wash it at our place for them because we're just straight across the road from the stables.
Yes, that's where. Yeah, no, that's a good. It's always helpful, especially if it's wet and cold.
They've got the boot room as well for the jackets and the hats and everything. So everything just gets left in there: boots, jackets, hats, and it's absolutely fabulous. Keeps everything warm.
That's so perfect. Well, that's awesome. Does anyone have any questions for Susie? I think we've covered everything. It is a phenomenal ride, guys. And as you can appreciate, just speaking to Susie now, everything is possible. They're very dynamic and things can change. It's your horse riding holiday. So we want it to be phenomenal for you. Sarah, I see that you were wanting to send canisters and we can definitely get you an address. And what we'll get is Susie to take a photo of all the canisters. And then we'll send it to you guys so you can see whether you need to take them or not. Because it's actually great that people are leaving them with you, Susie. Obviously people aren't needing they're not falling off, which is always a good
sign. No, fabulous.
Sharon,
they had problems flying with them, you see. So that is why
it's a pain. It's better to send them ahead of time for sure. Sharon asked Susie if there's any photo opportunities. The girls are great. Hey, they take photos of all the riders.
Gemma's fantastic. There's lots of pictures and you guys can take pictures as well. But there's a WhatsApp group that Laura sets up for everybody, and Gemma just bombard it with pictures.
Right, guys, because you have to have those photos, and it's so hard when you're by yourself taking photos of yourself. You feel like it, Gemma, and don't like always, she'll offer, and I know she'll know exactly where the photo ops are, like obviously, but just definitely, and all take photos of each other, and then you all just share them in videos, and
that's exactly what happens.
It is exactly what happens. And then Elena asked, again, it's tricky asking about weather, guys, but I will ask, how cold is it in April around the last week? It'd be warming up, wouldn't it?
Oh God, yeah. Hopefully it'll be like summertime. It'll be summer, Scottish summer.
Yeah.
Not be cold. It'll be lovely. Really will. It'll be lovely.
Oh, so good. Well, I think we've done it. Susie, well done. Susie was very nervous, but you can tell, guys, it's natural. She's got to rinse and repeat this for 4 other departures. I have could I get a photo? Oh, cool. Sharon has a Renaissance. Am I pronouncing that dress? And she would love a photo in front of the castle. Yes, Sharon.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
We could get her on side saddle on one of the horses and
absolutely.
Yes. I'll let you guys go. Does anyone else have any questions? I think we're good. Thank you, Susie, so much. And we'll organise those air canisters for people. And
if anyone needs them, what I'll do is I'll take a picture of them, what I've got, and I'll send it to you. And if anyone needs them, they're more than welcome to have them.
Perfect. Mwah. Thank you, Globetrotting.
Thank you very much. See you all soon. Thank you. Bye. Bye.